We should be back after many technical
And we are.
issues. Hopefully to bring you qualifying on the race for STB Season 11, the Australian Grand Prix. God, this is more effortless.
Hello, Jack.
Hello. This has been a massive faff so far.
It's not ideal, but it's the cards we've been dealt, so let's do this.
We have to deal with it, we have to get on with it, and we have to do the job that we're here to do.
Yes, so we have a 12-minute short qualifying session coming up. We've got Maldi's gonna join us in middle of the session to talk to us about his
copyright
Season
claim,
11.
No.
What's that?
Oh, it's raining as well.
And it's a wet session. Here we go.
Rip all of STB's monetization. It's fine, it's not going on my channel, it's going on the STB channel, so they can be copyrighted all they want. I don't care.
So, Jack, this looks like it's a full wet tire situation for the drivers. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely, well, I believe the time is raining sideways, so I suspect wet tyres are the way to go.
And it looks like we've got most drivers on wet tires at the moment. We've got Old Legend and we've got Verstappen fitted for
Gothic
inters,
nearly
actually.
lost it out of turn 1. And out of turn 2. And is in the wall.
Oh, yeah, he broke his front wing, actually.
Right, that's not ideal for him. Back to the pits, or Gothic it looks like. Let's have a look at Dennis. Wet tyres on the other hand. Wet tyres top. Yeah, it's like pretty much everybody, including our boy Ethan Peters, TRP it, is on the wet tyres. Not that we're going to favoritise him, right? We're not allowed to do that.
I'm curious to see how the Old Legend's actually going out in the enders, and I'm curious to see how he's going to perform. I suspect that he was looking at the screen, and the engineer was telling him that the enders were faster. I suspect so. So this could be interesting, and we could have rain easing off too.
Go on board with Old Legends and let's see how he's doing around the corner. I suspect not well, given the current conditions. Yeah,
I think it's actually going to be close.
I mean, he wasn't too bad round. Oh, as I say, that it was.
It's not ideal, I don't think.
It's not ideal, but he's not going off at every corner. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He's doing all right. Even at the barriers, which is the main thing we've got. More bias than Sky. Undercut.
Of course. I'm gonna follow outgoing here, see how it goes. The Red Bull.
That going to lead car in a minute. That was a nice turn 1. Bit of a flying through turn 2 there. Is not doing too bad here. That's a bomb split coming up, let's see what it's like.
Jack, track's definitely greasy. This is gonna be a real struggle for all drivers.
Ooh, outgoing. How did he get away with that? I don't think he was an play.
Oh, and I was following Dennis. He went off track at the exit of turn 6, I believe.
Legends is doing on those inters. Legends is basically now going to be the donkey for the rest of the drivers. If he sets a very quick lap, then I suspect we're going to see everybody in fight for it.
Absolutely, everybody's gonna want to get on a best style possible. Inner intermediate tires are definitely the option to go
32
if you can.
to the first sector for Legend, that's not bad. Back on close of a 1:39.1 passes off the session.
Let's see. We've got Evans 6:18 going at a 40.8, so that's off the pace from Typhoon Killer by quite a big margin.
Love the chicane for Legend. I suspect this is going to be quite quick.
Oh,
38.3 for TRP.
gets pole. Provisional pole. Oh,
Ferrandi.
the Brazilian Edu Peroni. 3/10 up on Petey's time.
Oh, Legend.
Looking good.
Not a good final sector. 11 sector 2. I think that's for STB Morley. Not sure though. Yeah. Into that quick. I expect we're
Yes,
going
I
to see
think-
everybody
I think-
flying into the pits.
Definitely, that's what I do. Engineer's got to call him back, Jack. I was thinking that most drivers probably put a substantial load of fuel to get through few laps because tire wear on wet tires is less significant and you can
Ethan's
string a few laps
disconnected.
together. Oh, how was that?
I think it should be okay. I think it should be able to rejoin.
He's joined back. He's good. So there's still a few guys that haven't been able to set a lap. I'm looking at Eric Stander in Ferrari at the moment. He's, I believe,
the
the last corner.
Eric's gonna complete a lap, so is Dennis. I think they really have to though, because there's a banker lap. In case it does get wetter again.
Oh, on the wet tires, Eric Stander in Ferrari set the fastest
37.8.
lap.
Eric was very quick in season 10 though, if you remember. More than
We have Maldi joining us.
Yellow in sector 3.
Hello, Maldi.
Once again, for the second time this evening.
Yes, for good now, hopefully.
Hopefully. Let's not jinx it.
37.6. Molly.
Jack, you want to lead this?
Yeah. Given the current conditions and the current times, I'm looking to be sitting in pole on the intermediate with a 37.6. But towards it does look quite slippy out there. You're going to risk going out and it's just like going to stay on wet.
Me?
Yeah.
I want to stay in the joy in the garage.
You're just going to stay in your garage, have a nice cup of tea, stay dry.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
clever.
So, yeah, I'm pretty looking forward to the Grand Prix. The lobby's looking pretty laggy. Looking pretty good. It's
Yeah.
looking pretty wet. And yeah, I just can't wait to pick up pieces at turn 1 and hopefully get a good result because I'm going to start at the back and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, Maldi, so I asked you earlier, but I'm gonna ask you again who you reckon are drivers to watch in this lobby of STB Season 11.
What I've just seen, it's actually going to be Olej Nex or Edel Prondi. Edel Prondi is actually
Everybody coming into the pits now.
oh
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have one last run, probably on intermediate tires, I reckon, because Legend has set the fastest lap at 3/10. I believe everybody's gonna want to emulate his performance and get closer to the top.
yeah. Well, I'm being nice and clever, and I'm staying in the garage for the rest of the session because I don't want to get too wet. You know, I don't want to go out there. Right, actually, I'm pretty cold in real life right now. That makes me even more colder looking at the rain in the game. So,
You wouldn't want to get those overalls wet if you're already cold,
Nah.
would you?
We've got a
no.
Red Bull going out on inters. Trying to
Alright, let's
see
see.
who that is.
But yeah, I am really looking forward to be picking up the pieces at Camera. It's new very exciting.
Alright, well, good luck for the race.
Thank you.
Typhoon out on it as well. Started flying that. Looking a lot tidier than what Logan's was through the final sector, isn't that?
I see he's on intermediate tires in game, but the spectator menu says he's on wet.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna trust the spectator menu.
That's because it set his fastest time on wet tyres, it shows what he did his
Oh.
lap on,
Right.
I believe.
If I go on currently fitted, yeah, you're right.
The new
I was
Jack
on the right
Hopwood.
setting. That's correct, Jack.
Okay. Alfie's gone out on another set of wet.
Oh, I
Oh,
believe
very-
Ethan PD had to
Evans here as well.
board his lap.
It's looking very split at the minute. Some drivers are not quite feeling it's dry enough warranted.
I think it's definitely closer to a heavy rain scenario than it is light rain. But there's always the intermediate will be good up to a certain point, and I think it's safe to say that these guys are struggling massively at the moment, trying to be real as quick as possible, but it's just
Oh,
it's
that's
greasy.
Oh, Legend X has bottled his lap. So he will not be going any quicker in this session.
All right, so we're looking at a potential new pole position.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna follow TRPD on his fast lap here.
Python doesn't improve.
From my point of view, Jack, PD's struggling to really control oversteer and get good grip. He's been wide a couple of times still on the wet tires, that is.
Yeah, he's definitely not able to get the power down out of the corners.
Bit of drift here.
It's a 0-place grid penalty. Interesting.
So these are the last laps.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was close. So, Dennis, currently P6. Pedro, P9. KS, outgoing P14. Moldy, 69.
No one's really been improving in their previous laps, Jack.
No, I think the rain's definitely got heavy, and that's why the people who went out and haven't improved on their previous laps.
Oh yeah, it's possible. In fact, yeah.
Peter does improve
We
on
have
4th.
beating.
Not good enough though, 38.3.
I'm gonna follow the Renault of... Oh, we have new pole.
39. No, 39. 37 flat.
Typhon Killer as well. Gets a good lap, and
Right.
Toxic is pulling out on the wet tires. So intermediate tires, Jack, are really proving to be more successful and quicker in the wets.
I think if you could find the grip, then the inters were definitely quite good. But
It looks like it.
So we currently have the top 3 within a tenth of each other. 99,000 to the second.
That's impressive.
It is.
That's very close.
Looking to be a good race then. If everybody's that close to each other.
I'm curious to see if what sort of weather we're gonna get for the race. I think at Albert Park there's always a good chance for rain, as we can see here, and I reckon that dry weather definitely sets everyone for
Even
really
Jackson,
different
the
pace.
Inters
So
is definitely better.
correct, I agree. From my point of view, so it looks like everybody's done with their hot laps.
Yep, just waiting for the final few cars now to come back around to the pit lane. Just Jorginho, Alfie, oh wait, there we go.
Here we go. Alright, interesting session. Sideways rain, heavy rain, and different tire strategies that we've seen, so that's interesting.
Evans
Always.
with a 5-place grid pen. Let's see what that's for on the race director. That's for a collision with Eric Stander, so when it said that he got a 0-place grid penalty, he actually gave him 5. Interesting.
Oh, so there you go. So we've got Verstappen, Typhon Killer on the front row, Edu Perondi and Old Legend on the second row. Third row is Eric Stander and Petey. And everyone else is gonna try and get there as soon as possible.
It'll be
Turn
interesting
one.
if it's a dry start, because if it is, then that means we're going to see quite a few different strategies play out. Some people start
Yeah,
on the
exactly,
soft,
you're right.
some on the supers.
You can choose whatever tire you want if you qualify on
Indeed.
wet tires, so that's interesting.
And it is a dry race, for the start at least.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Curious to see what's everybody's gonna employ. The usual strategy in a dry race, Jack, on Australia in Melbourne is to go one stop, and from ultras to softs around lap 10 or 11. So that's the usual strategy. But I reckon we are gonna see guys starting on the harder tires to try and offset everybody else.
I was going to say we might see people do the opposite of that, which is a soft tyre start and going with softer tyres at the end.
Here we go then.
Formation lap there. Lights out and away we go, eventually. Verstappen's got a good start.
I've seen some wind flying.
Yeah, a bit of debris there in the background. I think there's been some tapping going on.
Looks like a clean start for everybody.
Yeah. Dennis v KKK though, I think might have got involved. Oh yeah, there's a McLaren going around. That's Legend X. So.
Oh,
no,
there's
it's all
a
kicking off.
Force India
Yeah, no front wing.
that bent it in the wall.
Four-wheel on the wagon.
Jack,
but
it's
not
interesting.
myself. Oh, and there's a Haas out.
We've actually
That's Dennis.
got a bunch of different strategies going on here as far as tires are concerned.
That's Mulder.
Oh,
This has not been a good start. Well, it's been a good start. it's
He's
just
still
not very
running.
clean. Verstappen and
alright, the
Ferrari,
front runners are bunched up.
Yeah. Ferrari
First
definitely-
5.
Definitely giving Verstappen a run for his money here.
Yeah, I'm
Does have that
gonna
Brazilian
take a look
connection
at
though, so
them.
he's got to watch out for lag.
So Edu Perondi's on the super soft. So I reckon he should be faster than Verstappen in the corners. And we've got Petey who's made up
Verstappen's gone
position.
wide.
He's down fourth.
Ferrandi's got past. Ferrandi
There.
into the lead of the Grand Prix. Oh, but Verstappen's throwing it down the inside and Ferrandi's lagged in front.
Horrible first, the start of the second half for Verstappen.
Yeah, not what he wanted at all there.
And he's gonna have to deal with Petey on the ultras. We've got
Eric's now
Typhon
got
Killer
past
5th
Verstappen.
place. And then there's a 5-second gap to P6, which would be Shadow, so
If I was Verstappen now, I wouldn't be fighting Pete and Typhon. What I'd do is I'd let them pass and let them pull me towards the cars in front so I can keep at the lead. Because there's no
I
way
agree,
he's
you
gonna
you don't
keep
want to
them
lose too
behind
much
for
time
long.
with that.
Dennis VKK disqualified. He was already out the race though, so
Okay. Verstappen picks up his first penalty already.
Yeah, Jack extending.
And he's falling back quickly from the leaders, and he's holding Petey and Typhon Killer back, I would say.
Typhon's looking for a move down the inside of PT. Thinks better of it though. PT now sure.
And down back at the straight, we've got Toxin Fusion making a move on Total Pure. Both guys on soft tires, fighting for P6 actually.
It's a nice move. Toxic, of course, is a reigning, defending STB Tier 1 champion. Of course, there's only one tier this season. So we'll be wanting to keep that title.
Right on the grid, Jack. We've got P9, a good battle for P8, with actually a three-way battle with Evans 618 defending the likes of Joao Pedro and Joazinho, the Brazilians, currently hounded.
Evans has got front wing damage as well, so that's not going to be helping him.
Oh, that's correct, Jack. He's got that.
He's not going to be hurting him too much through there. But
Oh, and Eden Peters was caught in an accident with Verstappen.
Our boy from TR is
Verstappen
out of the run.
lost it at the exit of the fast chicane, and nothing that Petey could have done. He got caught.
Verstappen also out. I feel like that's what it's going to be investigating the stewards afterwards, but for me that feels like a racing incident. Verstappen's just gone off track.
Well,
and
Verstappen,
lost it.
yeah. As soon as his tires got the grass, he lost it. Petey was hounding him, it was close, and didn't have enough time to react and avoid him.
Guys
So that's
are going
unfortunate.
for 7th place. Jozinho going after Pedro. Oh, the bang wheels.
Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Yeah. The Williams of elections. Is that elections? No, sorry, that's Evans who Pedro and Jozinho.
We have in P5, Total Pure is gaining ground on Toxic Fusion for P4. Oh, and as I say that, Caster's Curse, he catches the grass and loses it. Who's that?
Peronde.
Oh.
He's dropped from the lead.
Oh dear. This is bad, Jack. He's gonna barely have any grip at all coming back to the pits.
Well, for the fans who are invading the track after this race, there's going to be quite a few souvenirs for them to pick up after this one.
Yes, I guess so. Get your virtual wing from Edu Perondi.
Yeah.
And battle for 6th place is still going on, Jack. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Alright, turn
Legends and Morley now catching them up as
Oh.
well.
Evan picks up a penalty coming off turn 1. That's gonna cost him.
Yeah, that turn 1's quite vicious with the penalties that it gives out.
It is, it is. So, it's safe to say that Eric Stander has created a huge gap from P1 to P2, so he's running with clean air with a softer tire,
Yeah,
running his own race.
About 1.5 seconds a lap at this rate.
He really is quick, and he's already catching a Alfie, practically a lap behind.
That's another warning there for Evans and Shirley. But Jozinho has gone down. Ooh, that was a really big incident. Oh, there's a Haas off in the background. I think that was I think that's Alfie the other Haas, isn't it?
Well, now it's a 4-car train. Oh, and
it's
Haas,
Gotham.
yes.
Gotham's got a puncture. Oh no. Wait, what? Yep, he's. No, I think he's just. Hard to tell.
Heaven has decided to pit Jack,
Yeah, he's in for wing.
changing his wing.
Legends. Throwing it on Josino.
He's remaining on the super soft actually. That's interesting. That's surely going to be a 2-stop.
Super soft, maybe.
Yes, I would say so.
So can Pedro
As
attack
Jorginho.
Fusion?
He is, and I've lost track of what
Yeah,
happened to
3
Fusion
seconds,
because
that's
I think he was actually ahead of Total Pure just a lap ago, and he must have had a moment. Oh, as Total Pure manages to control his car from sliding out. Entering lap 7 for most of these guys, and we're seeing Toxic Fusion going into the pits.
Quite early for soft tyres, that. Wing damage on the left hand side though.
Oh yes,
So
that must be it. Change of strategy for Toxic Fusion.
See what tyres it goes on to. It's the super soft tyres going on.
And we've got Alfie in the middle of the road. He's retired now. Yes, he's missing a wheel. Send files to the family, Jack.
Yep.
It looks like the closest battle we have is the Williams of Jorginho behind Maldi, who's in the other Williams, and made it to P6 from the back, Jack.
Yeah, it's like more of a strategy of not going out and qualifying and just staying out of trouble at the start of the race has paid off.
Rumor says that the team hadn't brought any wet tires for 2 cars, Jack. Any truth to that?
It sounds about right for Williams. It sounds like something they do after Spa. What was it? Spa
Yes, I agree.
2014 when they messed up Bottas's tyres.
Good one. Good memory. Battle for P4. Legend on the super soft tire going after Juan Pedro. And to be fair, Jack, it seems like Juan Pedro is a bit laggy, so Legend's gonna be cautious here, trying to get past him. But it looks like he's making a move.
No, he's just letting him know that he's there, letting him know that he's right on his gearbox, pushing him through that corner there. Can't remember which number it is.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at Jorginho and he's getting ever closer to Maldi on the soft tires, so he's got better pace on harder tires. And at this point, almost rear-ended Maldi. At this point, the ultras of Maldi are getting worn out, at least 50%, I'd say. Perhaps close.
Yeah, I'd say Molly has 1, maybe 2 more laps left on those tyres.
He's gonna want to pit.
Was
probably
quite
gonna go
fit.
for the 1-stop.
Molly's gone. No, he goes for it for a second. So everybody apart from the top 7 has pit. At least once. So with not Typhon, sorry. Eric can make his tyres last another couple laps, which he should be able to do on the supers. Then he's gonna have a pit stop
I reckon
advantage over
Jack,
Typhon.
he could. Yes, I agree. I reckon he could make it to about lap 14, 15 maybe.
Oh, what's happening set to 2 then? Oh, we've got a Mercedes. I think that's John. No, it's the other Mercedes. Which is oh.
Nope.
Well, we'll
the
never
only
find out.
Mercedes that's left.
There was Mercedes backwards.
It's hard to tell for me who lost positions there.
I think it was Shadow.
We already have 6 DNFs,
Maldives-
Jack. That's actually surprising for Australia dry.
Yeah. Molly's dropped Josino quite a lot. Legend.
As old legend
Legend has
retires.
dropped it.
Oh, what an unfortunate turn of events for a legend. Was driving a good race.
So unfortunate. Quick driver as well.
We only have 9 drivers left already after 10 laps.
At this rate, it's going to be who can make it to the end who wins the Grand Prix.
Apparently,
Here's the
Jack.
quickest.
Apparently, would have bet on that if you would have asked me early on, because it's on the Dre Albert Park. I don't know. It's a city circuit, some say, so can't get the walls come closed.
They're doing, especially when you've... I mean, we've seen some quite close battling going on, so it's quite easy to just dip a tyre on the grass and end up in the wall with 3 wheels on your wagon.
I agree. Those battling will do that to you. It looks like we're in a bit of a...
I think he's
Yeah.
quit the race.
He's been ghosting for a few laps, I noticed.
Yeah,
Everybody
I think
else
he's
seems to
gone.
have settled down. We've got big gaps. No battle going on, and surely Maldi's gonna pit probably this lap or in the coming laps on the
Let's
Ultras
see.
as the only remaining driver on the Ultras.
Pedro's got past Pierre. I don't know what's happened to Pierre. Oh, Pierre's lost a bit of his front wing. I think he's got the wall.
Oh, yep. He's going to pit. So
Has to be
it's
more
definitely
weight up into
an early pit stop for soft tires. These guys can go to at least 20 laps. I figure we're close
And
to.
Cutrone up past Josino. Cutrone is absolutely flying at this point. It wouldn't surprise me if he caught Typhon by the end of the race. Albeit he was lagging quite a lot.
He is.
Toxic, though, the defending
There-
champion, just at the fastest lap of the race. On Super.
This is one of the 4 drivers who's made of the remaining drivers who's made a pit stop.
That's a good point.
That was an
actually.
early
So,
one.
Toxic could actually come out of the pit stop window, maybe in a net PT.
Well, he could be grabbing close to 5 positions, but Eric Stander in the lead is quite far away for these guys to catch, so...
Yeah, he could have a pit stop advantage at the end of this lap if he carries on.
I'm looking at
Quite
Maldi
different.
at the moment. I'm thinking lap 12, he's probably going to be thinking about pitting for new tires, Jack.
He's lost a bit of his front wing as well, his tyres are dead.
Yeah, he's let through Toxic. He's probably going to pit and repair that,
Has to
you
pit.
would think.
Nice car.
There you go.
Did he hit the limiter? Ooh, just about. Let's see what tyres Molly's gone on to. Molly's gone on to soft tyres.
Alright, so it's a one-step strategy, obviously. He's going to
Yeah.
try and go to the end.
Oh, I think Molly's got a penalty of some sort. Got held
I'm
back
going to
for a
look at the
long
director,
time.
Jack.
Either that or he just had a bad getaway from his pit box.
He has 2 warnings, so I think with the wing... And we've got Stander, the leader. Eric Stander spitting. I'm a bit surprised.
It wouldn't surprise me if he went on to soft as well. Yep, soft going on to the feather.
Alright, so it looks like a real comfortable choice of strategy for Eric Stander. He went through 12 laps with the super soft tires. I can't imagine they were that worn out, but he decided to pit anyways. And he's gonna come back behind.
He didn't
Tyson
have a
Killer.
pit stop advantage over Typhon. Now, does Typhon back Eric into Pedro? Or does he just try and go? Which I don't think will work for him because he's on worn sauce and Eric's on new sauce.
I think it won't take too long for Eric Standard to get close to Typhon Killer and make a move past him. I'd be surprised if he gets hold up long. It'll depend on Typhon's defending, I guess. He's not gonna pit now. After 13 laps, he could go for a few more.
I'd say we're going to see Typhon in around lap 17 or 18. It really depends on how well his time management is.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna look like the pit window.
And already, Eric's all over the back of Typhon. You see just how much quicker it can take back of him. Ever closer in the braking zone. Better exit, got more grip of course.
He's having looks. He's definitely making a point, telling Typhon he's out there.
He's going to have lock into turn 1 with the RS. There we go. Is Typhon going to defend? Nope, sticks to it. Ooh, he's pushing him. He's trying to hang it around the outside. He's done it.
Oh, he's been pushed off. It looks like.
Nah, Eric just about stayed on the track. That was some good racing from them too.
Barely retained first position Typhon through turn 1 and 2.
Good respect between these two. That's what I like to see in my racing. Josino's got another penalty.
And you know what, I think Eric's being really smart about this one. He's being cautious. He doesn't get too close. He doesn't try too hard. He knows that Typhon has to pit.
Typhon's gonna have a better exit now.
Oh! Couldn't make it stick. Oversteered that, and Typhon gets the P1 back from him.
Good racing going on here. Typhon struggling though for grip. Going through the chicane.
Meanwhile, we have Toxic Fusion P6 hounding Hoazinho. He's getting past him actually.
Toxic up into P5 then. Fagioni and Pedro separate Toxic Fusion from the podium. As Pedro gets pit. Is Eric gonna have a new Wally with a penalty? Oh, Typhon's got a bad exit.
Managed to block ever so slightly Eric to remain on the outside and going wide. Parks it and he makes it stick. I would say it was fairly done, Jack. What do you think?
Yeah, that was definitely some fair driving there from Eric and Typhon.
Alright, that's where it's down to grab
Typhon's
speed.
tyres have gone, he's got no grip left.
Yeah, I agree. On lap 15, he's going to be struggling for grip, like you said. Probably going to see him pit in the next few laps.
Well,
and Jack, I don't see Eric Standard. I don't see how Eric could really drop this one off from the lead there with 14 laps to go. He's pitted already. Clearly he's on one stop. Looks like he's set for a win.
You've got to think that if he keeps it on the track and he keeps out the barriers, he's going to win the race. There's no two ways about it.
Exactly. He's been real good so far. He's been solid. And Typhon Killer goes into the pits for his pit stop. We should. Yeah. Oh, I think with 13 laps.
Very quick.
Oh,
yeah, Typhon Killer. 5-second stop go.
Ooh, that's heartbreaking. It cost him the podium.
Yeah, that's allowed Fagioni effectively to get a net PT because Pedro gets pit. Currently a Ferrari 1.
He's actually put it on the super softs instead of the ultras, as we would have thought would have been the primary option. So I'm guessing he wanted to make sure he would get to the end.
Yeah, ultras will last in about. Yeah, ultras. Oh,
he's lost a bit of.
Yeah, there's a bit of a skip on the right hand side there. Gonna have to blame that one on lag though.
I agree.
And
Jorginho still hasn't pitted too, so yeah, he's not gonna be happy about that. I don't think he's gonna pit for repair, not with that slight bit of damage. I don't think it's worth it.
Toxic fusion, time penalty. See what his gap's like to Cuccione. 1.819. Just dropping time to him.
Alright, so it looks like if everything stays that way, the positions are set. Well, we've got, as I say, that Jorginho goes and pits. And I think that rounds it up as far as pit stops are concerned. Actually, my bad, João Pedro, another Brazilian driver, has yet to pit.
I mean, God knows how he's staying on track with those soft tyres. His tyre wear, sorry, must be insane. He still has grip left at this stage. He's not actually losing that much time to Burundi. Only about 10 per sector at the minute.
Take a look at the race director there, Jack, to see. Eric Stander just picked up his first warning on lap 17, so he's good. Doesn't have a penalty in view. Oh, Pedro's got one warning. Third position,
Toxic is
Edu
out of the
Pirandi.
race. He's lost his front
Are
right
you
tyre.
serious? Oh,
Another
and
one
we have only
down.
8 drivers left already.
The defending champion out of the first Grand Prix. Not a good start to the campaign.
I'm amazed at this.
Typhon
Jack.
Killer
There's
is lost.
so many casualties.
I think Fusion's had an incident with Typhon, because Typhon's got no front wing.
Were they that close? I missed this.
I don't know. We'll have
He's coming
to
back to
see.
the pits.
Oh, and another
And he
stop
picks up a
go.
penalty.
Typhon
Terrible
needs to
turn
work
of
on his
events.
focus. Yeah, going from second place to, well, not a strong position at all anymore.
Well, he's gonna come out in front of Maldini, I believe, in P6. Actually, he's not. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Pedro still hasn't pitted.
He's lost a place to his Brazilian partner, Edu Pirandi. He was actually, a few laps ago, it was 3 seconds ahead at least.
Yeah, the gap was a couple seconds.
And
Still
he's,
doesn't hit.
he's... Wow, interesting. There's really, you can definitely be certain that he's gonna go for the Ultras for his second stint. He's probably gonna be real quick. But it's getting
dear.
late for pit stop.
Timings, please come back to me. Uh,
10-second time penalty for Typhon. Oh, that's harsh.
I
Oh,
do
and
not
he's
look
just-
go on board with him, yeah.
It looks like he's given up. Yep. That's unfortunate. I think it's a bit of a unsportsmanlike conduct, if you ask me. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the judge of that. I don't think that's allowed in most leagues, Jack.
I don't think it's allowed in this one either, which is why I've just caught it on stream that will be going to the stewards after the race.
You don't need that in a league race. I don't think so. That's unfortunate.
No.
I'd rather not
I mean,
see that.
If you're having a bad race, just literally just a bad race, isn't it? Move on to the next one. No need to.
Yes,
act like
it's only the first race. I agree with you. Gotta put it behind you as fast as possible and move on. Would have been up
I
for
know
a
what-
decent amount of points, dude.
Yeah.
Jack, I'm looking at Eric Standers putting in great performance today. Great display of driving around this track.
You have to think that after this race, he's looking to be one of the contenders for the title.
I think you're right. I think he's proved that he's not one to make too many mistakes, and he's gonna take advantage of every opportunity that presents itself because he's been clean. He's avoided mistakes, solid strategy. And I believe that Paul Pedro's Ferrari is gonna pit this lap, Jack. I'd be amazed if he stays at one more lap.
His soft tires have to be screaming at this point.
And he stays down.
The rare
I-
no-stop strategy coming into effect here.
I don't think that's smart, Jack, because at this point the ultras are easily gonna make it to the end, and you're gonna be substantially
Unless
quicker
what
on
he's done
them.
is conserve these and then just going to ruin the ultras at the end to try and catch back up.
Well, at this point, I can't help but think that it's undoable. It's impossible. He's already 5 seconds behind, and he's gonna lose another 25 to 30 seconds going to the pits, changing tires. The upside, Jack, I have to say, is that he's gonna remain in third position by even if he pits now. He has a 40 seconds gap to his closest rival. That would be P4 Hoazinho. And I'm gonna point out that Maldi in P5 right now, he started from all the way back. He's had a solid race. He's had a bit of damage, but with the one-step strategy, he made it stick.
Yeah, I think he got unlucky with that damage. I mean, had it not been for that wing change, he could have easily found himself in a net P3. And speaking of P3,
Yes, we
wait,
got
was that?
a few guys pitting. Peroni's pitting as well.
Yeah, Pirana's pitting. Mind you, we did pit quite early onto the sauce for that wing change.
Yes, that's it. He pitted about... Was he the one pitting lap 5? Am I right here?
Yeah, let me check.
It's hard to
race
tell. We
director.
don't have the info exactly, but... Oh yeah, we can look at race director.
Yeah, lap 4 we pitted.
Lap 4, so that explains it. Right, so... so Maldi, he told us in the interview in the qualification that he was one to watch Edu Peroni, and he's only 30 seconds behind, and he's had a eventful race. He's had wing damage, he's had 2 stops, and he's only 30 seconds back. So I think that's it's actually commendable.
I'd say the 4 people to watch really are Peroni, Legends, Eric, and Fusion.
Yes, that would be the title defender. So only really 6 drivers remaining in the race. We have Evan 618 that's ghosting. He's left the session a while back, but his car is still running slowly. He's a lap behind. And we've got 6 laps remaining. We've got Eric Stander looking to grab the first win of the season in the Ferrari.
Peroni is catching up to the back of Moldy. Not Peroni, sorry, Total PR.
Oh yeah, he's gonna apply the pressure. Let's see if Maldi's really aggressive defending P5 against Whole Pure, or if he's gonna... What is it? No.
Wait.
Oh! What happened here, Maldi? Into the straight. And Maldi's in P5. That was a... Lots of space given here by Total Pure, making sure that it doesn't get caught up to each other. And it looks like he's made it stick this time, Jack. He's now P5, that is Total Pure, and Maldi's dropped one, but he's still looking good in P6 with decent amount of points if it stays that way. Thanks, piercing lag.
My timings are completely gone.
Oh dear.
It's saying that Peroni's in 5th when it's really pure.
Yes. Yeah, I can see your POV from the stream, and yeah.
Everybody's just called 2D. Like,
yeah, that's usually the screen is triggered when someone leaves. It can trigger that kind of glitch. But fortunately, I still have the data.
Nice.
So everybody seems settled into his current position. 5 laps left. 5 laps to go. Everybody's made a pit stop. At least one. Considerable gaps between each car. Maldi's not gonna catch Total Pure from P6 to P5 on harder tires, and he's actually losing it.
He lost it. Yeah. No, don't retire Maldi.
Oh, he's letting.
Yeah, he's like locked after.
Fair play.
Yeah. Good driving. Pedro was actually catching Peroni, albeit not by much. Oh, now he's dropping back slightly.
So, Peroni has pretty good pace because these guys, Peroni and Pedro, they came out of the pits real close to each other, and there's already an 8-second gap between them too.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Peroni. I mean, he's caught Eric by 6 seconds as well. Albeit Peroni is on ultras and Eric's on softs, but that's still somewhat down to driver skill.
He's actually taken the gap. He's actually closed the gap quite a bit.
How many laps has it been since he came up with pits? Is it 2 or 3? It is... This will be
What was
the
that, Jack?
4th lap on the ultras. So in 4 laps he's gained 7 seconds on Eric.
As he says, the fastest lap. It's pretty good. It's arguable too that Eric Stander is probably, you know, cruising and just making sure it doesn't do any mistake.
It's a shame really that so many people crashed out, because I think that had that not been the case, this could have been a very interesting race at the end. With the different strategies that people are.
Yeah, I'm a bit bummed about this as well, because I don't know how you know, it's a dry race, and you'd think that even though these guys are pushing and they want to win, you'd think that they'd manage to keep it on track mostly, but we've already seen about 9 DNFs. That's a lot.
Well, hopefully that number will decrease once we go to circuits like Bahrain and China, what are a lot more open, barriers aren't anywhere near as close.
Yeah, I agree. More room is definitely. The margin for error is going to be lessened, or actually the opposite. It's going to be bigger. So Jack, tell me how good your Portuguese is.
Not very.
Not very.
Interviews
Are you looking?
are going to be interesting.
I believe we have a translator between them three, so I don't think
The question is which
we're gonna
one
have
is
any
it?
problem. Yeah, I don't know to be honest, but we've got one, so that's good. So at this point, Jack, it's about keeping it together and making it to the finish line. 3 laps remaining.
Yeah, you just got to keep a level head at this point. I mean, you're going to be thinking in your head, I'm about to win the Open Grand Prix of the season. But if you think about that too much, it's easy to have a lapse in your concentration and just dip a wheel into grass and then you're in the wall.
Yeah, exactly. And as we've seen today, Australia is gonna punish you if you go off track, ever so
Yeah,
slightly.
very unforgiving.
So it looks like with a couple Ferraris on the podium, these guys are gonna take a big lead in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, they'll have 58 points between them. Looking at Mercedes, Williams are going to be their nearest rivals after that. They'll be taking home 18 points. Joint actually with Mercedes for second place. So it's going to be very
That's a good pull.
interesting. That's a good what, sorry?
I said that's a good pull for Williams today
Yeah,
with P4 and P6.
Considering where they started.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look
Williams.
at the position change actually. And Pirani starting from pole is the only one that's really. Oh, actually, everybody's gone up. I'm sorry, didn't start from pole. Bad. Everybody's gone up.
Yeah, Eric up 4 places. Morley's up 9 places from when I started.
It's a good performance for him. I think he's gonna be happy with that. He said earlier that didn't have the highest expectations. He just wanted to keep it clean and hopefully see the finish line and get some points. But I think he's gonna fulfill that. He's gonna get most likely he's gonna get P6 and 8 points with that.
P6 is 8 points, yeah. So with a few corners left for Eric, I think it's time to decide the driver of the day.
Oh! Pirandi has... I'm sorry, Jack. Pirandi has left the session. What's going on?
Going to distance. How far is he along?
He's
Pedro
close to
could
the...
catch him.
Yeah. Although Pedro is ghosted as well.
What's happening?
I'm confused, Jack. Oh, Pedro's back in his car as Pure gets a 3-second penalty.
Eric Stander has won the Australian Grand Prix though while that's all going on. An absolutely flawless drive.
Commanding
Not much else to
with
say
their...
about it.
I've got to say, Jack, that would be my driver of the day, simply because of how commanding he was with his performance today, compared to
Yeah, it's been
anyone
an
else.
absolute masterclass. Started, what was it, P5? Something like that. And ended up winning. Where everybody else had issues. Invite him to
I'll
the
have to
party.
check, but yeah, I'll have to check. But Eric, was he the fastest qualifier on wets, or was that Petey? I'm not sure. Because the first 4 or 5 guys there were on.
I think it was the first
Um,
4 on enters.
right.
Ethan says he wants Pedro as driver of the day. Oh, Pedro's now got 2 different colour tyres, that's cool. He's got an Ultra and a Super, and now he's got 2 Ultras, right? Let's see if Eric wants to join the party now. Hopefully he does. If not, then we've got nobody to interview because I can't speak Portuguese. Alright, no, yeah, Ethan said he thinks he's a translator. I love how the cars pick up dirt now as well. That's cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great detail about this game.
Mercedes 1 question mark? How have penalties cost? No, they couldn't have cost him.
Oh, there was.
Oh.
That's not right. That's
Can
not
you
right.
screenshot the results of everybody? Please.
I just
Because
did. So that
I got no names.
all I know is that Pirandi lagged out, or he left the session towards the end on the last lap, and now he's in P1. That doesn't make any sense because, as we were saying, Eric Stanler was really the top performer here and remained P1 for practically the whole race. So I think there's just an error.
Okay, so since there's a massive error with the timings, if you want to send me the results of the race, in fact, no, we'll just take them from like before it all messed up, and then we'll do a driver standings, and then they'll be available on the STB Twitter.
All right.
Good plan.
Hello?
Hello, Maldi.
Do not ask me what happened in that Grand Prix because I do not know.
Good then. We don't know either.
I was racing driver 1 and driver 2. That's all I was racing in that Grand Prix.
Yeah, for me it said that everybody was Pirandi.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Right, well, since we've not got any interviews to do because nobody's joining the fucking party, I think we'll end the stream here.
Yeah. I do apologise for the mess up with the lobby, but hopefully next week in China we can get it all sorted and we can have a nice Grand Prix. Don't know what happened, we'll be investigating it throughout the week, but yeah, we'll see you next week for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Right.